everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So yesterday was quite the day, buzz in the air. And I'm still, Megan always and Harry, when they want to do a PR attack, they know that you feel it, right? It felt like yesterday. And the same thing happens every time she does this. I've been following her since 2018, and it's like whenever she does this kind of PR attack, there's almost like something, I mean, obviously evil, but it's almost like she does some kind of spell or she sends out her demons, and there's just like something in the air. Like you can feel it. Like, uh-oh, all hands on deck. The Titanic's going down. It's like the feeling I get, like this is it. This is the big one. You know what I mean? Maybe not the big one, but I get that kind of sense of urgency. So I made unusual number of videos yesterday. I was just so buzzing, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I realized after, I realized what Harry and Meghan, or Megan specifically, but both of them together, they're both just as guilty. Both of them trying to recreate a Princess Diana moment, right? Even going so far as to hire some woman, a Saeed woman, to lie and say, "Oh, I saw the paparazzi going after them, and it was just like Princess Diana." I mean, it was so staged and obvious, but that doesn't stop the mainstream media from going along with it. And if people who don't follow this closely, it depends on who buys it. How many people will actually buy this uh, narrative. And I really liken it to Meghan and Harry's sort of Princess Diana slash George Floyd moment. I think that they were trying to make a kind of George Floyd movement out of it. They really were. And think of how sick and depraved and evil that is. It's like, it's one thing, she's obsessed with aligning herself with Diana, but it's almost like on a magical or, evil spell work kind of way. They're trying, BLM, Antifa, Oprah, everybody, you notice they get their power, the evil people get their power from making sacrifices, right? I mean, from you hear all the time that people become famous after they sacrifice one of their family members or something, get killed. um and although Meghan and Harry didn't kill his mother, the fact that she's dead and trying to, it seems like they're trying to use the power of her death and her essence to boost themselves into more power. And that's why, I mean, why else are they so obsessed with the passing of Diana? Besides the fact that they're absolutely crazy, but they're crazy, but also power hungry and ambitious. And someone as ambitious as Megan, she'll do anything. And anyone that's people that will do anything, they made a deal with the devil. You know that already, years ago, probably. But anyhow, so this is from page 6. More Harry Meghan paparazzi car chase details emerge as timeline develops. Additional details from Harry and Meghan and Doria's near catastrophe paparazzi chase are coming to light. And that's just what you have to do in these situations. Disinfect it with some light, with some truth, get the word out. The New York Police Department released a statement Wednesday about the incident, saying it, quote, assisted the private security team protecting Harry and Meghan, and the couple left the Women of Visions Award in an SUV at 10 p.m. Tuesday. Quote, there were numerous photographers that Meghan hired from Backgrid, no doubt. So there were numerous photographers that made their transport challenging, a police spokesperson said. Harry and Meghan arrived at their destination, and there were no reported collisions or summonses or injuries or arrests. New York Police Department told the Post that no 911 calls were made either. Yeah, they look so traumatized there. Oh, all these photographers, it's so horrible getting all this attention. Oh, it's terrible, terrible. They look so harried and stressed and afraid, don't they? Please. The high-ranking police insider added, quote, we only had one car as part of this. The chase definitely wasn't 2 hours. And as that private investigator pointed out, if there was a chase, which there wasn't, we all know there wasn't, there are cameras on every street corner. Like, and there would be people with cell phones as well. which makes the story of that woman who claimed that she saw Harry and Meghan getting harassed by the paparazzi. Why didn't she pull out her cell phone and get pictures or video, right? She'll probably try to say, "Oh, I was respecting their privacy," as Meghan's gallivanting around in a gold dress, high heels. Um, and again, the royal spokesperson previously told Page Six that the relentless pursuit lasted 2 hours and resulted in multiple near collisions. I really wish they would come out and say it's Omid Scobie, because you know it probably is, and he should be exposed for his lies here, especially now that he's in court lying, right? The spokesperson had said drivers and pedestrians and two New York police officers were involved in this 2 hour long chase from the spokesperson. And then Mayor Eric Adams confirmed at a press conference Wednesday that according to a briefing, officers could have been injured. So, interestingly, the globalist communist Mayor Adams, he's sort of like balancing on a line here. He doesn't call them liars. He's like, oh, this could have happened. They could have gotten hurt. But he doesn't flat out say they lied, right? Because he's in the same globalist camp as Harry and Meghan. They're both pulling the Marxist Communist New World Order. They're on the same team. So you notice what he said, how exactly how he phrased it. He's like, well, people could have gotten hurt, and we always consider about safety, you know. So yeah, so the mayor sort of, but he wouldn't back Harry and Meghan up and say, oh, it really happened, because he knew it'd be foolish to do that. It was obvious there was nothing like that. So it's really quite shocking that Harry and Meghan would try to pass off such a big lie. The big lie, right? In PR. He went on to remind viewers, and then to have the mayor of New York, this commie mayor, say, "Oh, we all know what happened to Princess Diana." They kept bringing up Princess Diana, as if everyone is walking around thinking of Princess Diana and how she died. You would think that everybody in America was obsessed with Princess Diana, how she died. You know what I mean? Megan, that's what Megan wants. Megan wants so the girl they hired, the woman they hired, whatever girl, woman, and they even got the mayor of New York talking about it. I mean, can you see how Looney Tunes these globalist, communist, Marxist nutbags are? And they're all in the same lefty woke, which is the same thing, the globalist cabal here. Quote, I don't think there are many of us who don't recall how Harry's mom died. It would be horrific to lose innocent bystanders during a chase like this, or something would have happened to them. See, he's like not. Look at these politicians, these commie politicians. Unbelievable. He's obviously being told what to say by Meghan and her PR. It's clear that the paparazzi want to get the right shot. They want, this is the mayor saying this, and they want to get the right story, but public safety must always be at the forefront. So unbelievable. What a globalist, communist, Marxist piece of crap mayor. Anyways, amid the quote scary pursuit, Harry and Meghan and her mom were brought to the 19th precinct where they remained for 15 minutes. Yeah, she just did that for the pictures. You know that. Oh my God. And Doria's in on it too. All three of them, three musketeers here acting like idiots. I mean, unbelievable. They're seriously trying to pull off a Princess Diana moment here. We're just like Princess Diana. Look at all the paparazzi that are nowhere to be found. Because nobody cares. Because you're old, middle-aged nobodies that nobody cares about. Ex-royals. The insider claimed that with the help of the police, the trio were then brought to to a taxi and safely escorted Upper East Side destination. So yeah, so those the California residents all remain in New York City after the harrowing experience, a source told Page Six, noting that they were all, quote, still upset to say the least. The only Megan's upset about is that her PR narrative didn't take off like George Floyd's. That's what she was going for. It's unclear when they'll leave New York, it says at the end. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be good riddance to them. I mean, what troublemakers these two are, right? So let's see. Was Megan really trying to pull off a Princess Diana George Floyd moment here? It really looks like it. I mean, that's the vibe I got from this whole gold dress, obviously copying Catherine moment. And yeah, so they're so harrowed, they're so upset, they're so shaken. Look at them, so upset here. They look like they were terrified, terrified. And what gets me is this whole brouhaha stems from an anonymous spokesperson for Harry. Notice they don't say Meghan, they say Harry's spokesperson. Which we all know it means Meghan. So I'm using the reversal tarot today, the two-sided tarot, and we're gonna look at what were they trying to do here really, and who's the spokesperson. Let's see, I pull a card for that. I don't can't guarantee I'll get an exact name, but give it a shot, see if we get an idea here. Because that spokesperson was certainly calling everybody, page six, CNN, MSNBC, everybody. Sounds like PR. We all know that, but who is this person who caused all of this, basically? Because Harry and Meghan haven't said a thing yet, as far as I know. Well, anyways, let's take a look. Nigel Farage did the best interview. He's like, I hope this is the end of them. So we gotta see how this is gonna end up for them. Is this gonna be helpful to them and Harry with his court case and getting met police protection, or is this gonna blow up in their face and have their titles removed? Let's find out. What was Meghan really trying to do here? Meghan and Harry and Dorito. What were they really trying to do here? The three losers, the trinity of evil there. Do you notice there's three of them? And in the evil, in it, when they're doing their evil spell work, they're the three, the maid, the maiden, mother, and crone. It's like a, there's a trinity about it, which is a spiritual thing, which is, in religion, good or bad, it can be used. So it's interesting that there were three of them there, right? Very interesting. I think there was definitely something satanic going on here, in my opinion, knowing Meghan and her mother and Harry. So let's see. What's going what was Meghan really trying to do? She's trying to upset people. Were they trying to manipulate the courts? What was the main motivation here with pulling this little George Floyd, Princess Diana stunt? Diana Floyd. Unbelievable. I mean, they always with the PR craziness of the red box, breaking news. I mean, she was trying to make this big, it seems. Breaking news. Just like Fulani Ngozi, that was the last time they pulled that red box treatment on all the main pages, like it's some emergency. Some major attitude here. Six of Wands. Somebody looking for attention, wanting to look like the hero here. Saying, everybody, I'm the hero. Harry and I are heroes with Doria. And we're just, in our car here. And this is like the paparazzi following them. So they definitely wanted pictures of them with paparazzi that no doubt Meghan hired, the back grid. So, of course, their moment to shine. This was Meghan's moment to shine in the gold dress, and this person's in gold. You see that? And there's Meghan on her high horse with Harry. It was really about Meghan, though. We all know that. It's all about her always. So this is Meghan's moment to shine in the gold dress. She wanted her gold dress moment. She thought this was going to be it, right? So she wanted tons of attention, tons of publicity, and oh yeah, look at that, grabbing that coin. So looking to benefit from this financially, and also, like I said, she's working with the Marxist communist mayor and others, PR firm, and fake lying witnesses. But money is definitely a motive here for sure. So getting vibes of getting money from King Charles or getting money from Harry's court case, trying to win it. Yeah, trying to seem relevant, trying to hold on to their titles, perhaps. Oh, Ace of Cups at the bottom of that. This is the spell work going on. She did a spell. She was drinking some blood here. Wonder whose blood she was drinking. Maybe one of the chickens. Have they counted the chickens recently? Because I see this is a very spiritual card, and I see here for Meghan and Doria, the rest of them, they all drank some blood before they left, doing that little ceremony. Definite spell work going on here. Definitely a preparation ahead of time for this. Definitely a reason for this, an influence that is not all mundane, that is not all practical, is what it seems. And you know how Meghan and Harry are with the moon phases and whatnot. So we do have a new moon on the in 2 days on the 19th, right? So this is 2 days before a new moon, so it's like the dark of the moon, which is like the most evil time. So if you wanna do like really evil spell work, you do it at the when the moon is exactly new or right around that a few days before and a few days after. That's like the darkest times. So it has implications of if you do, evil spell work during the darkest parts of the time of the moon, the new moon. So yeah, definitely something of that nature, partly with the timing of it, of course, as well. But Megan doesn't want to let go. She wants to keep everything she can. She clings on to that title. And she wants to remind everybody that she's Princess Diana's daughter-in-law. So so this is, her to be the hero, but also to cling on to the little bit of, royalty cachet she has left. So in another attempt to do that, to regurgitate that, to remind everybody, but also to look fabulous and to get a lot of good pictures and to make it seem like she's so popular. And I've seen articles where they said Harry says that King Charles is jealous of Meghan because she's so popular. I love how people put she's the princess of people's hurts, HERTZ, instead of hearts. But I can't believe they had somebody with a sign that said that during the coronation, Queen of People's Hearts. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. Somebody wearing an Antifa mask. So that's the basis of the whole thing. Page of Pentacles. So again, I've got the money. Show me the money and look at my face. Look at my new face. I got work done here as well. And page is also information of a practical matter to affect practical things. So of course, again, I get the idea that Meghan wanted to show off the new work she got done, but also that they wanted everyone to view this. I kind of see you see the looking through the pyramid kind of shape there. Again, the idea of this Illuminati using the world's eye. This is like the world's eye. I kind of see this as now between his hands here. So he's like, Megan's like, look, using the power of the world's eye. So this was Megan's, the reason I think a major part, I mean, of course, she's collecting her award too. We can't forget that. She's there to be on stage and collect her award wearing all gold and all that and to be the center of attention. I mean, it's supposed to be all about Meghan, of course, but it's all about, because Meghan wants to do these awards and she hires PR for the power of the public eye upon her. And when she gets it, that's when she's doing her, the most spell work and trying to, capture Diana. I don't know if she's trying to capture Diana's soul and attach it to her or something, her and Harry, because there's some like real shady voodoo hoodoo um, things going on here. Meghan just seems to want to think she can capture that essence of Diana, try to get her popularity, and try to convince everybody that she's just the most popular princess when she's not a princess. What triggered this? What inspired this? Strength, yeah. Harry Meghan card, the greed of Harry and Meghan, the strong desires that they have, and wanting to be in control. Major Arcana, group effort there. And of course, we know that's why she recently, hired a new PR firm or agency, whatever you want to call it. So this is the whole purpose. The whole purpose of her hiring, getting, paying WMD or whatever the name is, WMA, was so that they could arrange this little fantastical brouhaha and make Meghan the hero of the day. Poor Meghan, she just barely survived. Again, the hero slash victim that she always wants to play. Poor multi-millionaire, billionaire Meghan. Oh my goodness, all those nasty backgrid that she called following her around as she's just going to collect her award like a modest little narcissistic egomaniac. She's really selling that fantasy, and trying to control the narrative as well, always controlling the narrative and trying to get that power. It's always about power at the bottom of it all. What were they expecting from this little brouhaha story? Ace of Pentacles. So I'm getting a new opportunity here, new money-making venture for them. I think that, of course, this story, this alleged story, just like the alleged fire in the nursery in South Africa that never happened. This is a new opportunity for her. Now she got a politician, a mayor, to come out and speak on her behalf, which is giving her some clout there, which is new. But I also see this as they're going to use this story to make money. It's a new story for a new money making opportunity. So she's gonna do her podcast. Harry will write about it in his book, and maybe they'll do another Netflix where they'll talk about it and reenact it and show clips of it where they'll have their, scripted conversations just like they did the first time. So again, money, 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 coins, coins, coins. All about the money, all about the awards, all about the keeping and collecting more. And I also have the Ace of Cups, the new spell work. This was a new spell for more opportunities, more money. Yeah, making more money. I don't think that they're happy with the results of their career, if you want to call it that, thus far. So they're doing spell work here as well, trying to conjure up Princess Diana's essence and trying to use the public eye energy to bring them more money and a success. Because it's not like they're going to work hard, like normal people that work for it. Now, Harry and Meghan just want to give it to them. Everything they want given to them. It's just she'll do her evil spell work, and she just wants to, lay back and just I was gonna go get her eyes done again, or her jaw done again, or her nose done again, and wait for that secret power, to come in and take over, right? So, what are they afraid of? What were they trying to avoid, or what were they afraid of? Why they did this? Oh, the fool. Yeah. Because they know this is it. They can't do something new. And they certainly don't wanna look like fools either, and they know they're looking like fools. They compared to Catherine and William, and the rest of the royal family, Harry and Meghan look like a couple of fools in Montecito, acting like fools, and everything they do, people ridicule and make fun of. I mean, as everyone saw with, the cartoon, South Park, Harry and Meghan are, they can't. There's nothing else for them to go to. They can't do something new after this. They're gonna stick to their formula because Meghan's clinging on to that title. You better call her the Duchess of Suing and Sex or else, right? So they don't want to do something new, and they don't want to look like fools. They want to come out on top, one way or another, by hook or by crook, by magic spell, by sacrifice. My goodness, God help us all, these two. What are they hoping for? Again with the pentacles. Give us money. And I think they want to live on both coasts, maybe. Two of Pentacles. I get the idea they probably want to buy a penthouse in Manhattan as well as their Montecito homes. They want some more cha-ching and more opportunities there. Maybe working there, going to politics. I think Meghan wants to, if she doesn't do something in politics in California, the next communist state is New York, right? And if those two don't work out, then I guess she'll go to Minnesota or something. But but yeah, or Vermont. But yeah, she's trying. I think so. She is trying to parlay money-making opportunities and more things in New York. Look out, New Yorkers. Meghan's coming for you. And she wants the money, she wants the prestige. She wants to get more power for sure. And who was it? Okay, so I asked who was the person, who was Harry's spokesperson, quote unquote, the anonymous person who caused all of this, who claimed there was a 2-hour chase with police and pedestrians and Martians and Klaus Schwab, and even Princess Diana's apparition appeared out of nowhere, out of a manhole cover. I mean, it was so ridiculous, and we don't know who this person is, but all the newspapers run with it, which tells you they thought it was a credible source. Hmm. Who was it? Uh-huh. Queen of Wands. Who could that be? Who's the scheming fire sign woman who's looking for all the attention and awards and giving speeches? There you have it. Harry's spokesperson is none other than the broad-backed biatch in the fish-scaled gold dress. Yeah, I'm telling you, sometimes tarot does work for you. You're like, bam, there it is. It's Meghan. So Meghan either she changed her voice or she pretended. She has a history of doing this. Remember when she was in Toronto? I think it was. I think Tom Bauer wrote about this. when she contacted potential, contracts for, when she was on Suits and she was wanted to do modeling for Reitmans and whatnot, she would email these companies and pretend to be her own agent. Remember that? Yeah, I heard that. So she has a history because she doesn't trust anybody. She's going to control everything. She's a total control freak. So I think that's why she is the spokesperson, or was the spokesperson, pretending to be Harry's spokesperson. Of course, it's Queen of Wands reversed. It's upside down. It's the scheming one. There's the positive one there. She was the positive, but she's not. She's the negative. So it's the reverse. Queen of Wands reversed. The nasty Queen of Wands, who's scheming and plotting and planning and being destructive. Um, Power hungry, spiritually and otherwise. So yeah, it was her. She has a history of doing that, pretending to be her own spokesperson or, whatever. And so, yep, there we go. It's mystery solved. So what happened afterwards? What did they do afterwards? How'd it go? Uh-huh. World reversed. Didn't go out quite as planned. This was a major worldwide globalist backed event with other communist Marxists there. And she did get somewhat support. Like, I got to tell you, the mayor didn't call her out, but other people did. And everybody was quick to pounce on it. I mean, everybody is old hat now, right? This globalist George Floyd, George Soros tactic of, pushing out the mass media, pushing out the story of the red box, and then getting some Antifa BLM woman to sit there and say and lie on camera and give her. I was there and I saw it. It was just like Diana. I mean, it's also obvious. Thank goodness there was that stupid that it was so obvious. So world reversed. It was a disaster. Disaster. And on the world stage, everyone could see the globalist connection. It exposed the globalist connections of Meghan to the mayor of New York, at least, the way he supported them and trying to claim like as if it really happened when we know it didn't. He was very carefully worded statement he gave there. A clever little deceiver of lies there with the mayor. Evil as well. They're all satanic. All these Marxist communists are satanic too. We know that. Anyways, so yeah, but it was a flop. It was a disaster. They've been exposed left and right, and like Nigel Farage said, hopefully this is the final straw for the royal family and for Parliament, and they just take their titles away. Hopefully that happens. Now, this is a major flop on the world stage. It's embarrassing, and they look completely insane. I mean, just the insanity of them trying to claim that they had a Princess Diana moment, being chased by the paparazzi. Oh my goodness, and they're so scared. So how's this going to end up for them? This was a major flop on the world stage. It fell, it faltered, it flopped. Megan's magic juice here, whatever blood, her chicken blood didn't work out. Even the chickens are turning against her. How's this going to end up for them in the long term? Tower. Disaster. Disaster. Major. Oh, this is blowing up in more ways than one. Oh, game over. I think Nigel Farage hit the nail on the head. This is Harry and Meghan's future here. Just exploded. They're such a joke now. All this is going to backfire majorly. And they're not going to get nothing. None of this is going to work. They're doing this for the money, for the court case, to get the security, etc. Money, 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 and prestige and awards. And it's all major backfiring on the world stage with the world reverse, the tower reverse. Yeah, this George Floyd slash Princess Diana moment was a complete and utter disaster, failure, sunk like the Titanic. Couldn't had not have gone any worse for them. With all the money and connections and the PR, it just doesn't work anymore. Doesn't work. Just like flipping the race card, not going to work. People are immune to it now. They see your tricks. They know how you operate. It's over and done, and people are sick and tired of hearing about it. So that is what I have here. Disaster for them. Total disaster. In so many in more ways than one. It's going to get worse, I think, as time goes on. Like this whole this is going to haunt them for a long time. because it was such a mighty disaster and it's not going to help them financially at all. All right, so that is what I have for you today about Harry and Meghan and their little episode of allegedly being chased. I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.